Now, I'm doing this because I was looking at Tommy Sotomayor live stream, and unbeknownst to me, this is why. That's what I thought, and I would have thought any lighter than this, but Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, as you see here on the screen, has a black girlfriend, right, or black baby mama, all right, BAW. Okay. And this is why I'm doing this commentary, because it's no surprise to me that a lot of Caucasian guys are catching hell. And, you know, the BAW, she's never done. You get with her, and this is what she does to you. Now, there's a video surface of basically, I guess they're putting accusations and filing both domestic reports on each other for both domestic violence at the hands of both each other. Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, who was a pronounced rapper of sorts, another Caucasian, white guy in the game of hip-hop. Like I said, like Hardcore Tito said, you know, he blames it on you fools for allowing cats like him and Eminem, yet again, to come into your so-called music, okay? But I don't even want to go there. But this is crazy. This is what you get when you get with a BAW. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. And you think it stops with just us men of color. It also is with AKA Zaddy. Okay? Now, who would have known this was happening? I didn't check Chet's background too much, because I just thought he was just, you know, the son of Tom Hanks, who just happened to be in hip-hop. And some of these guys may do Caucasian males may do hip-hop, and then what they'll do is they'll be with fellow Caucasian chicks. But that's not the case. And I knew there was something more to Chet Hanks. I knew that he was a liberal zaddy. And sure enough, he has got a baby with this BAW on the right. Now, should this be any of our concern here in SYSBM, brothers who are divesting? No. But it's funny to me because they lay their bed where they need to lay their bed, and they lie down with dogs, they get fleas. And this is the long and the short of that. And with Chet Hanks, if you look at, I'm not going to even show the graphic photos. This is photos of their daughter. Now, obviously, he had a baby with this BAW. So, from what I'm seeing, and the child looks like it could pass, even though most of you brothers say that once a child is by a Caucasian man with a BAW, she is considered Caucasian. But this baby looks like she's a Afro baby. She's an Afro baby, okay? But nonetheless, we can debacle that all we want to. I understand where y'all other brothers within our sector are coming from on that. I'm not trying to deny it or undeny it or try to say that that's what the whole thing is. But the thing about it I'm pointing out is that Chet Hanks is really a continuation of how Afro people have fallen. You know, how people you got a guy here who is so-called appropriating our so-called culture, but once hip-hop went universal and everybody was invited in, that was it. That was it. It was a done deal. It was no longer a so-called African-American or Afro-American black art form. It changed. It changed once it started getting commercialized, okay? Plain as simple as that, you know? So, as I'm saying this, Chet Hanks, you're lying in bed with an unreasonable BAW. She is very an unreasonable person. You can't get, I know you try so hard, you know, and there was earlier, several months back or a year ago or so ago, he said he had the right to say the N-word, right? You remember that, right? So this is how we knew that Chet Hanks was off his rocker, and having, I mean, a pretty good actor father like Tom Hanks. But like I said, you know, he's a full-grown man. He deserves what he gets. He got with this chick, and like I said, once you lie down with this BAW, you accept all the imperfections that she gives you. And that's the long and the short of it. And do I feel sorry for him? No. But this is another example of when these types of relationships go wrong. And they will continue to be this way if, in general, you're with the BAW. That's all I have to say. I don't know who's going to win this battle. Obviously, they're both filing reports of domestic issues on each other. Sounds like they had a drag-out fight. I saw one of the video, well, actually one of the clips of the photos that Chet had a bloody nose. He had a bloody scar on his forehead. His lip looked like it was cut. So this BAW went to work. Okay, like the majority of most BAWs do. Okay, so I don't feel, I mean, this is Zaddy Domestic 2.0 on some next level stuff. So it's funny to me because this is what you get. This is what you continue to get messing with the American BAW. This is what you continue to get. I feel bad for the child. I will say that. I feel really bad for the child because, you know, and coming from a, you know, and the grandbaby obviously has a popular grandfather actor. So I don't know. You know, Hollywood just gets weirder and weirder with all these issues going on. It just goes to show you that is really coming from a family of actors. And this is why part of my father, who was trying to be in the Hollywood business back in the early 80s when I was born, you know, this is why I guess he didn't further his career, because I guess he thought that he was going to wind up later on having these issues with me. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you know, parents make their own decisions based on, you know, situations. And if those situations are more than what they feel are not right for you at that time they were in those situations, it is what it is, right? But for Chet Hanks being the son of the most popular actor we know that's done so many films, and some of us are probably fans of Tom Hanks out here. We've seen a lot of his movies. Pops. We've seen Pops' movies and how popular Pops is. But once Pops is in the commercialized media eye, and stuff about his family, his kids come out, this is what the result is. And Chet, you know, at the end of the day, he is just one of these, you know, another case of Vanilla Ice and Eminem, you know, in a so-called genre that was no longer belonging to an Afro person anymore. It's just, and his issues with this BAW are going to continue, and she's going to go get child support because she knows that Chet Hanks is loaded, and Chet Hanks is another dumb dude caught up in the BAW's treacherous continuation of devastation. That's all I got for this video. I feel bad for the kid. Obviously, he has a kid with her. It's just crazy. It's just real. I mean, like I said, I just had to put it out here because I thought it was very interesting, and at the same time, I had no clue that this dude was rocking like this, but obviously he is. All right, it's Rolando G. More to come. I'm out.